All right, well, welcome One Plexus. It is Tuesday night, and we are going to talk a little bit about what to do when you become a new Plexus ambassador. A lot of times people just join for the best price, which is what I did, and let's be honest, I am so thankful that I did. My mom encouraged me to, but I didn't know that I had an amazing blessing of a business, a substantial income that allows me to be at home with my mom and take a lot of stress off my husband's shoulders. So I want to make sure everybody knows about the opportunity. So as Plexus ambassadors, it's not just our duty to make sure everybody gets the right products for them and buys the best way, but it's also our duty to make sure that we offer this opportunity to everyone. In the past, there have been people that have joined, just to get the best price, but they were never actually told about the opportunity to make a little bit of money or even get their products free. So when someone tells you that they want to do Plexus, now for me, what I do is I immediately let them know about the opportunity with wholesale. I tell them, we go over the price options, things like that, and I let them know immediately. If you're the type of person that wants to help your friends and family, then wholesale is a great option for you, because when you experience what this does for you and when you understand what happens with gut health and blood sugar, you won't be able to help but share. And who doesn't want to help their friends and family? And oftentimes I say to people, so if you go to lunch with your best friend or your buddy and you guys are playing golf or something, and he tells you or she tells you, I'm really struggling, my stomach's not right, I go to the bathroom all the time, or whatever the case may be, you're going to tell them about Plexus, aren't you? And 9 times out of 10, they say, well, yeah, I definitely would. Then I say, then you want to do the wholesale option so you can send them to your website and get the products from you. So we always want to make sure that we offer that, but we don't push that on people. Don't be afraid to talk about the opportunity. A lot of times when people start to go into wholesale, they get really nervous. They almost, they lose their enthusiasm because they don't want to scare people away. But in fact, you want to get excited about that wholesale option, because that is what is going to get people excited, let people know that they could actually help their friends, they could get their products paid for, and they could maybe make an extra $500 a month. There's not one person that I know that can't use $500 a month. So let's just keep it real. Offer everybody the opportunity. So in sharing Plexus, a lot of times people use the social media vehicle, which has been huge for my business. I've pretty much used it. I don't go out a lot. I don't go to a lot of social functions. So that was my vehicle to really get the word out and educate people. So we're going to do a whole training on social media next Tuesday. I have one of my dear friends, and she was a Fast Start Gold. Her name's Andrea, and she is a blogger. She is super tech savvy and really into Instagram, and she's going to give us the lowdown on all of our social media. But I want to hit on one thing. When you're sharing on social media and when you're sharing in person with people, the best way that we can stand out as classy network marketers is by sharing the outcome. If we were just to keep blowing people's news feed up with the pink drink, come and try the pink drink, it's just, they're not connecting because they don't know what that pink drink offers. They have no idea that it's good for your blood pressure, your cholesterol, the beetroot is good for your stomach, detoxing the liver, the kidneys, burns. They don't know any of that. So what we want to do to stand apart from all this other junk like Zingular, It Works, Advocare, Shakeology is we want to educate our audience. That's what we want to do. If you take yourself serious in health and wellness network marketing company, then I hope that you have been thinking in your mind, I maybe need to read a book about gut health, or let's see, I don't know where all mine are. Oh, they're all down here. But get a new book. Start to understand the terminology. I had no idea what gut health was when I started Plexus, and that's the honest truth. So you want to invest some time. When your audience knows that you are about more than products and paychecks, then you're going to understand. They're going to come to you a lot sooner, because there are so many people that join network marketing companies looking for a quick paycheck and to hit the lottery, and that's not how it works. And most of those people often quit because they kind of have the wrong impression. So if you've joined Plexus, that's probably not what you're looking for. You care about people. That is the first P of those products, paychecks. People comes first. So if you wake up every day and you think, I have to go sell this pink drink, I have to go sell probiotics, but you don't think about why do your friends and family need those probiotics? What are they possibly struggling with? Then you're not going to succeed. It may take you a really long time. You're really going to struggle. But if you first and foremost think, I have an amazing product, I'm going to change my friends' lives, they're going to feel that energy, they're going to know you're committed to helping them, and they're going to know that you care about them more than you care about selling products. So that's the difference. It's all about perception and how you look at what you're doing. Because I'll tell you one thing, this job would not be fun if I had to say, oh my gosh, I better go get 5 new customers today and things like that. That's not what we're in this for. When you hear feedback from your friends and your family about what Plexus has done for them, that will fuel you more and more and more. So just an example of, for example, I see people post, and I was so guilty of this, which is why I told you guys I wanted to spare you from my mistakes, is I see people post about the X Factor vitamin. Oh, get this X Factor vitamin. Everybody needs a vitamin. Better be on a vitamin. But we're not telling our audience why should they call you and get your vitamin versus getting one at Whole Foods or getting one at the Healthy Life Market that they say is the best one. So that's where we want to have some product knowledge. So if you have this amazing success kit right here, and if you signed up in the last 4 months, then you definitely have one. It has these cards in here, and I had them out because I still refer to them every day. It has these cards, not every day, but pretty often, because I like to, you know, study the tools they give us. But it has talking points. So you see the Mega X right here? It'll give you talking points on the back, which is really, really awesome. So you can learn about the product. It gives you things you might say. Have you been told to supplement your diet with omegas? I have, but all I could find were fish-based supplements, which give me fishy burps. I'm thrilled about Plexus's new Mega X. It's completely plant-sourced omega supplement. That's awesome. That's going to get your audience, that's going to get their attention because they're learning something. They have no idea what Slim is. If they're anything like me, they're going to think Slim is just a big weight loss meal replacement. And surprisingly, I still have people message me and ask me how much the pink meal replacements are. And you know me, I'm like, it's not a meal replacement. But we just have to educate. So if you start to invest some time, this is what I did, because when I was waiting on my products and I still had my awful insomnia, I watched YouTube videos. Nonstop. I mean, I was up literally all night. I'd sleep an hour or two a night. And Alme Darling, it's Aimee Darling. She was one of my favorite nutritionists. Wendy Larson, Kim Wilson Pollock. These are all different personalities. You'll find who you connect with. But I watched their videos, and then I start to Jill Warness. She's one of my favorites too. But I started to listen to their videos, and then I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand. So if you want to feel comfortable and talk about it, and your audience is, they're going to really be drawn to you if they know, well, she's actually really passionate about this. She's serious. She knows what she's talking about. You don't have to know all the answers. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't know the answer to that. Let me ask my sponsor, or, you know, my upline. She's a nurse, which I don't know if you guys know this, but my immediate sponsor, my mom, she's a nurse. Her sponsor is a nurse. Her sponsor is a nurse. There's a ton of people, great knowledge base that we have on our team, which you could post in one Plexus and ask any questions. But it's okay to tell people, I don't know the answer, and then you can go and find it and ask them. But if you just start to maybe understand skin disorders, anxiety, all of these things, you know, publicly we can't drop diagnoses. You can say, I've been very creative with my words. I could say on my Facebook right now, gosh, I am so glad I no longer struggle with eczema, because I used to be embarrassed to go get a manicure. Thank the Lord. And you know, I'm so thankful that that's gone. I'm so thankful I don't have to struggle with that anymore. I'm so happy I found my little pink drink, my probiotics. I've never, ever mentioned Plexus. Do you see what I mean? So if you mention Plexus in your post, don't mention a diagnosis in your post. Be very creative. You see I mentioned like eczema, because that's going to connect with someone. If they have like low energy, or they have IBS or stomach digestive issues, when they see that, they're going to read and they're going to be interested more, versus if you just post a picture of BioCleanse and ProBio 5 and say your body needs this. They're not going to really understand why. So that's kind of what I mean as far as let's sell the outcome versus selling products. share the outcome versus sharing the products. That's kind of my avenue. It's okay to throw a little selfie with a pink drink in there every now and then, but that's what's really generated a lot of feedback from me and helped me get to where I am today so quickly, is because from the beginning, I went from educating people from what I've learned about gut health. So that's my one little tip. Aaron, Michael, do you want to add anything in there with social media and sharing?
Yeah. Hi. Yes, I follow some network marketing pros, and recently one of them said, if you are in a health and wellness company, which we are, of course, the best one, what to stand out, what we need to do is be educating. That's what we need to be doing. Even 1 or 2 lines of what is in our pink drink and how it balances blood sugar. What is in our ProBio and what it does for our immune system and everything else.
Exactly. Yeah. Like telling people, I didn't know that, 90% of your immune system lived in your gut. I didn't know the importance of balancing your blood sugar. These are all things that if we as Plexus ambassadors take some time to research, we'll find so much information. I share a lot of articles. I subscribe to them in email so I can share those. I find things on Facebook that support what I'm saying and educate people, because if we blast people nonstop with Plexus graphics, which I never post pictures of products, unless it's a picture of me with the product. But from Pinterest, I don't do a whole lot of that because it's very salesy, it's very adsy. People don't connect. People want to see your pretty smiling face. They like to know what's going on in your life. So if you relate back to, I really used to have a lot of muscle cramps as I was running all the time. I'm so thankful I learned about the benefits of magnesium. Talk about things like that and educate people, because they're going to relate a lot more than you spamming them with a Plexus product. I'm going to tell you that right now. We have to separate ourselves and be a lot classier than a lot of those other companies, which really isn't hard to do from some things that I've seen. But not to knock anybody else down, but you want to set yourself in a different standard, in a different bracket. We don't go after sales. We go after educating people. Share things that are healthy for us, even if they're not in Plexus. You want to let people know that your main mission as a Plexus ambassador is to help their health. It is not to sell them Plexus. We do not wake up every day to benefit our own pockets and benefit our own lives. We wake up each day with a mission that I'm going to change someone's life today. So if that's how you look at your business and how you share it, then people are really going to be drawn to you.
I think, like Amelia, you're right on as far as just letting them know that it's not just the supplements, what they've done for you. It's a healthy lifestyle. And I like when I do some of my social media posts, I'm always wanting to say about nutrition, exercise. I'm using my Plexus products as a catalyst to help me live a better healthy lifestyle. And first and foremost is how you take care of your body and use these products for the supplementation to make you better. And again, right on as far as what they've done for you. And I've talked to my friends and people, my colleagues, and I pretty much just say how much better sleep I've had, better energy level, just overall better mood feeling, and what the Edge has done for me, what Boost has done for me, especially when I'm very busy during the day. And I just start to say how much more energy I have, and then they respond to, well, what are you doing? What are you taking? So then you bring into the talk about the products more, about Plexus and the company. Once you've set that example that, hey, you've gotten a lot more healthier from taking these things.
Absolutely. I love that. That's such a good point that you make too, because you guys, by the way, Michael and Aaron, your faces are really black. I don't know if maybe you need to move your screen up or something.
It's just the backlight.
But Mike Jarouche just joined the team. His wife joined first just for her health, for the products at the best price. She's sharing secretly, and her husband just joined, and he made a post out there on Facebook, but he did not mention Plexus. He just tagged us and said something about this pink drink, and one of my ambassadors actually commented on it, and because someone said, what is this? And she said, hey, it's Plexus, what we talked about months ago. And he actually went in and deleted it, and he called me and told me why. And he was like, I'm trying to put it out there but get some like questions going, get people interested. So it's a really good strategy. And I tell people this a lot of times, do not always give away all the juicy details on social media, because what happens if someone posts something about anxiety and depression and I'm struggling with that, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I need help with that, or whatever it is. And then they tell me I'm doing the triplex combo and I'm doing the Mega X and I'm doing this and this and that. I don't need to engage and ask them any more questions. I can just go somewhere else and find out what I want or get it somewhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? The point is to connect with your audience. Get to ask them questions. Find out really what it is they're struggling with and what their goals are. So when someone's interested in my Plexus post, I message them privately or with my upline sponsor as a three-way if I don't know all the answers yet. So that's really, really key. We don't have to give away all the stuff. So if you want to talk about a diagnosis, anxiety, depression, which 3 out of 5 people struggle with, and I was one of them, you can talk about that and be vulnerable and say, you know, I know a lot of my friends are out there struggling with this disorder and they're on medications because that's all we've been taught is the solution, but I know I can help you. My friend is now off her medications, blah, 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 share my story a little bit. And you might get some people messaging you saying, I need to know what you're talking about. You don't have to drop Plexus in there. So kind of mix it up a little bit, because if every post is a Plexus graphic or a Plexus post, and I actually have to stop myself from posting so much Plexus because there's so much I want to share, then you're going to turn your audience off. So that's something to keep in mind, but be excited. A good rule of thumb is posting on social media 3 times a day, once about Plexus, you know, out there, once about something non-Plexus about your life, and something maybe funny or sharing an article or whatever the case may be. But just stay relevant. Another very, very important thing is staying engaged with your non-Plexus audience. Like, for example, I went to one of my friends from college's Facebook pages last week, because I haven't been seeing her in my newsfeed at all. And I commented on one of her pictures. We got to talking, what are you doing? And now she's in my newsfeed and I'm seeing her, which means she's seeing my stuff. So make sure to circle back around. The chances are if you posted, hey, everybody, I joined Plexus. I'm so excited to help my friends and family. If you did that a week ago and you haven't talked about Plexus since, that means 90% of your audience still has no idea you're a Plexus ambassador. So it's important to refresh, remind people, share a testimony and say, gosh, I'm so glad I joined this company or something. Let people know that you're an ambassador, but share and keep yourself relevant. So do you guys have any questions so far before I just hit on the next thing with sharing? Nope. Okay. So real quick, I want to talk to everyone about the benefit that we have as network marketers, especially with this business, is that everybody needs what we have versus those other companies that I mentioned, Singular, It Works, Shakeology. They're targeted towards only adults that need to lose weight, which is really unfortunate for them because it was people like me that had zero interest in weight loss. But the thing about Plexus is everybody needs vitamins. Even my baby girl that's 3 takes probiotic, Mega X, X Factor. So we have a serious advantage there, and healthy people that supplement need it. It also comes into really good benefit if you know that there are great benefits to people that are fit and healthy, even do competitions. You know, they benefit amazing from chromium, magnesium, things like this that will help you, because you have to look at your audience as everyone is my audience. I do not target people. Like when I started Plexus, I made the rookie mistake of starting a Facebook group, okay, which is actually what One Plexus started as, where I put everybody that I thought maybe they'll like Plexus, maybe they'll want to learn about Plexus. I put them in there, and like a week after that, I realized, what am I doing? I just chose 300 people from my list of 1,500 friends that I wanted to share Plexus with. When in reality, I should be sharing with all 1,500 people. So don't limit yourself. And by that, I mean strangers. Talk to strangers. If you talk to strangers, Plexus will come up. My mom was in Home Goods buying a picture of art for her wall. She said, oh, just look at this for my office. And the lady's like, oh, well, what do you do? And she said, I have a home. Sorry, Mom, I'm speaking for you, but I know the story. She's like, well, I have a home-based business. I help people, you know, get off medications, lose weight, get energy, and make extra money. And the girl was like, well, I need all 4 of those. Tell me about it. So it can come up. When people tell you, oh, gosh, I'm just so tired. I was in the line at Starbucks one day getting my daughter a cup of milk, and the lady was like, I just can't function without my double shot latte. And I said, you know what? I used to be just like you. And then I found something that really changed my life. Do you take probiotics or vitamins? Do you see how there are ways to get into what you do? That's when you're going to hand them your business card. You're going to ask them if they're on Facebook and say, hey, let's connect. Are you on Facebook? I want to friend you right now, and let's connect. I really enjoyed our conversation today. Maybe we can talk at another time. Then later, you're going to send them a private message, and you're not going to mention Plexus. You're going to say, hey, Susie, I really enjoyed meeting you today. Talk to you later, or keep in touch. That's it. Don't mention your business. You're friends with them. They're going to see you and learn about your business. I have done this so many times. I cannot tell you. So many times. With this business, people do not know they need Plexus. I was one of them. It's all about planting seeds. So often I see people join the company. They're so excited. They're like, yeah, I want to go silver. I want to go gold. I want to make $5,000 a month. And I'm like, great, let's do it. These are the tools. This is what we aim for each day, 3 days a week minimum. And then they don't have 20 people join them right away, and they quit. And they say, oh, I told my friend she didn't join. Let me tell you right now, it does not work that way. It does not work that way. There's only been 2 people that I have mentioned Plexus to, and they've joined immediately in 15 months, 2. And I'm telling you, the 4 people that just joined me in the last 14 hours, they're all people, no. Well, they're all people that I've been friends with, 3 of which I've been talking to and following up with for months. I mean, every 3 weeks, I was messaging my friend Sarah, and she's not on the call right now. I was messaging my friend Sarah and saying, hey, Sarah, I know you are really excited about Plexus. I would love to get together and chat with you a little bit more. Or 3 weeks later, hey, Sarah, I'd love to invite you to my opportunity meeting tonight. You just click the link. You can listen in. No one will know you're there. I'd love for you to hear more about this opportunity. It doesn't matter if they respond. She didn't respond. She actually wasn't even looking at my messages because the check mark was still there. So she hadn't seen it. But I still followed through, and I still followed up. Do you know how many people have said, Amelia, thank you so much for being so proactive with this and following through with me. Thank you so much. When you follow up with someone, it tells them 2 things. 1, you are super professional. 2, you care about them. If you just offer Plexus to someone one time and then they don't get it and you move on, they're going to be like, well, dang, she didn't care about me. Then some little excited prissy Sally's going to come along, and her business has just started, and she is going to offer that product to her. And she's going to be like, well, yeah, Amelia moved on, so I'm going to go with you. You see what I'm saying? So you invest in their relationship. You talk to them. You stay in touch with them. When I say follow up with them, it doesn't always have to be about Plexus. Hey, I saw you went on vacation, Sarah. How was it? Doesn't matter, because you're still keeping in touch with them. You're still on their radar and in their mind, and you really should care about their life, because when somebody joins Plexus, they join you. They're going to become a part of your life. You'll get to know their kids. They'll get to know yours. It's different. It's not just you buy these products, you do them for 2 months, you drop 20 pounds, and then we don't talk. It's just so much different than that, which is what I love, and it sets Plexus apart from the other companies. So those are my quick tips on sharing your business on Facebook and social media. Social media can either make you or break you. It's all about how you brand yourself. So, for example, if you're selling health and wellness, and we're telling people that if you address your gut health and your blood sugar, you're not going to crave coffee and sugar in the middle of the day, and you post a selfie of you, it's a Starbucks desperate kind of day, they're going to be like, what? I mean, all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? So you want to keep in mind your image that you're putting out there. If you post that you get home, oh my God, I'm so exhausted, I just can't do anything, you're not going to engage your audience. And let's just keep it real. Nothing makes me unfollow anyone more than seeing their drama and seeing their stupid posts about, I'm so tired I could take a nap. That's just me. I love when people post interesting articles, videos, funny things, pictures of themselves, upbeat, uplifting things. People do not want to get on social media to be torn into somebody's drama and somebody's sad, life. So keep that in mind. Social media is supposed to be fun for you, but it also really lets people know who you are, your day-to-day life. I'm not telling you do not act like you're fake in your life. You don't have things that happen. Like, for example, I shared one day, well, it's pretty obvious that I haven't done laundry in 3 weeks because I'm showering and I'm using a Minnie Mouse towel for a toddler. I let people know that my laundry room is a disaster, and I've avoided it because I was real. I was relatable. So share those mom moments. Share those stupid moments where you get a flat tire or you run out of gas. Be relatable, be funny, things like that. All right, any questions? Nope. Okay.
I have an addition.
Yes.
Well, okay. So back to what you were talking about. Okay, so a girl just joined me less than a week ago, a nurse who I've been prospecting, following up with, inviting over a year, people, over a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be persistent.
And she just wanted to get on them for her health. She has some issues. And when I talked with her, then she said, you do not know how many of my friends are on medications. They still have a lot of health issues, and I just have to share it with them. I have 4 people in mind right now. So often when you really take the time to sit and tell them about the products and the opportunity, it is very exciting for them at that moment. But I want to let you know that I knew she would be great, and I went ahead and told her, you are going to be a trailblazer.
Oh, yeah. You tell people that. You do not hold back. I told my friend Sarah, I said, Sarah, you are so personable. You're so sweet. You're so social. If you care about people around you, I said, people are drawn to you. So I want you to really consider, do not just say, I can't do network marketing. I have no idea how to do that. Nobody knows how to do it. But let me tell you something, guys. You've been training for this job for your entire lives. You have been meeting people your entire lives. You've been talking and making relationships and friendships, and that's all this is. Just like we trust our friends when they tell us what kind of lipstick they like or what restaurant they like or where to buy a car, they're going to trust you with health supplements. You know what I mean? So there's no training. We've been training our entire lives. Now, there are skills that each of us have. I have different skills than Erin has. We have different strengths and different weaknesses. What you can do is find out your strengths, which I ask everybody to do in their first week. Find your 5 strengths that are going to help you excel in network marketing and build on those. Personal growth is all that this is, with an amazing compensation plan attached to it. And you'll hear that line over and over because it is absolutely true. If you are not emotionally mature, you will not survive in this business. If you put your head down and sigh because someone tells you no, you will not survive in this business. Think of it like this. If you're a waitress in a coffee shop and she is coming around and she's touching up everybody's coffee because it might be a little cold, and she offers you coffee and you say, no, thank you, is she going to get sad and go run and not come back out and offer coffee to everyone else at the table? She sure isn't. She knows what she has. She'll probably come back around and offer that coffee to you next Sunday when you come into her restaurant. So just because you offer it then doesn't mean I never want Plexus. Like, my mom offered it to me 20 times, and I said, no, I'm good. I'm doing these vitamins. I'm working out. I'm doing this. It was finally,
Can I also share that, I told her she needed to get on them for her health problems, but I didn't take the time to really tell her what it would do for her health. So I didn't really show her the value, my rookie error. And so I'm going to tell you that the first time she said to me, well, Mom, why don't you just get them for me? Okay. Yeah. Now, as a mother, some mothers may have done that, but as a smart woman who knew that she would be awesome at this, I said, no, you spend your money on other things that don't help your health, so I'm not buying them for you. When you decide, you'll decide.
This is true. Now, here's one thing I will say is that a lot of people did not know about me is that I was praying for a job. I was praying for a way that I could make money and I didn't have to leave my daughter. I mean, I remember texting some of my friends and I was like, I'm really looking for some leads on some jobs, but I really need flexibility. I mean, I was desperate. So had my mom have told me, Amelia, look around you. Autoimmune disorders are on the rise. Diabetes is on the rise. Chronic pain is on the rise. Everything's connected to gut health. look at this. I would have been like, oh my God, gold mine. Oh my gosh, this is my ticket. So this is why I'm telling you, friends, offer the opportunity. People cannot deny what's going on around us. People are starting to get fed up with doctors pushing and pushing and pushing prescriptions, and we have a way to help people address the root cause. So be bold in what you do. Be bold and know what you have, because you guys that have joined Plexus now are the pioneers of Plexus, because it will be a household name one day. You are the people that are going to lead everyone to that stage, to that road to diamond. But because you join now, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get there. Do you know what I mean? Versus waiting 10 years. So I tell my friends, think of it like this. If this were 10 years ago and I told you what Mac and Google and Apple were going to be, you would jump on. Okay, it's like that right now, but with Plexus. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can go over all the benefits of why Plexus is different. But if you don't believe it in your heart and know it, then I can't do anything about that for you. I believe in everyone that will work the steps to be successful. But if you don't wake up and you say, I deserve financial freedom, I want to be able to say, hey, it's Thursday, let's go. Or it's Monday, let's go take the kids to the lake, whatever. If I want everyone to be able to write checks and not blink an eye, you have to know that you deserve that, and this is your chance to do it. But you can have integrity doing it because you're helping people. Do you know what I mean? We are not pushing mascara and candles.
It's rewarding, like you said, when you're helping people and changing lives, and you're getting the testimonies and you're hearing what it's done to people. It's fantastic. I remember, I'll just add, Amelia, it was about a year ago when you first did a meeting in front of a crowd with your mom, and it was an opportunity meeting. And you got up and spoke. You got really emotional. You were just learning a little bit about how am I gonna present, how am I gonna talk to people, and I just looked at your mom and I told you later, I said, you are so good at this. You're going to be so good at just spreading and sharing the news to people about how good these products are. And I mean, and you took off with it. And what I've seen, how you've matured as far as your presentations, your posts, you're just like your meeting today. It's just amazing to see the growth you've had in a year.
Thank you. It has. I mean, it's
very proud of you, number one. Thanks. But it's real. It's because the products are real, because what they do so much for you and how you feel about them, it's easy to be passionate about it. And,
absolutely.
It takes baby steps. Like for the newbies out there and the people, it takes a while. It took me a while, especially a guy with talking to my friends and my age and stuff. A lot of guys were kind of like, what is he talking about? Why is he giving me this line? But then after I told him how much it's done for me and how my wife and I and my family and my girls were all doing this on these products and what they've done for us, they realize this guy's very passionate about it, and he's got something good here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much. I remember I was terrified when Tim and Michelle called me and they said, hey, can you be on our live Rock the Pink call? I was like, oh my gosh, Majid, I cannot do this. I mean, I was so scared. I was like, you can watch the video, how scared and nervous I was. And I told him, but I've grown, and it's just seeing what it's how everybody says your comfort zone, when you jump out of that is when you really grow and you really see the fruit come to life. And that's the truth. Like, if you do something every day you're scared of, if you're scared to offer Plexus to a stranger, then go do that. It's going to get easier. It's going to feel better. And you're going to be like,
as time goes.
I'm telling you something. When I do something that I was scared of, I'm literally dancing in my car. And I'm like, I feel unstoppable, because this is my life. I have one life. If I lived my life thinking about what these other people thought of me, because let's be very honest, there are always going to be narrow-minded people that see one-track mind. You clock in, you work 40 years, you retire, and you make ends meet. I'm not that person. That's okay if they are.
People aren't being able to retire anymore from a job after 10
Yes, but I'm saying, but people my age, they don't see past that. They're like, there's no way you could really do that. I mean, is that real? Yeah, it's real. We have our very own real people that I know that their lives have changed in just a year or two.
And the girl that brought me into the business, a nurse, she and her family are going to Hawaii. She drives a free Lexus. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Just happened. Like the first one in West Virginia. It's amazing. It does. So this is my tip, and I want to wrap it up because I always like to keep things about 30 minutes because people have, kids to get.
I know. I want to say a couple things. Are we going to go over three-way calls real quick?
Yeah, I was going to just drop that real quick. Some things to keep in mind as you're sharing Plexus, and I said people reach out to you, don't know the answers. Get them on a three-way call. Let them know. Say, hey, I'm going to start a three-way chat with my sponsor so she can get us all the answers. And I do voice messenger. I don't do texting because people can hear the passion in your voice. People, when they see me text on a phone, and my phone's suction cup to this, when they see a text in words, they may have a perception of Plexus that's like, oh my God, Plexus this, Plexus that, it's everywhere. So their perception is kind of negative, right? So if you text or message somebody, hey, I really want to share Plexus with you. Are you free to chat tomorrow for 10 minutes? They're going to read it. Oh my gosh, she wants to share Plexus with me and she wants me to talk to her. Versus if you say, hey girl, I just started Plexus. I am so excited. I've seen what this has done for my good friend and I really, really want to share it with you because you could benefit, or maybe you know someone that could. Your voice and your tone is going to lead them to want to talk about Plexus. Do you know what I mean? So those are some little tools that will save you from, scaring people off with Plexus posts. And I do not tell you to hold back. You should contact everyone you know and let them know, because chances they've been learning about it from someone else and you do not want to keep it from them that you're a Plexus ambassador. Show them your enthusiasm. People join someone that are excited. I have had 2 family members, their cousin sold Plexus locally, and 2 of her family members came and joined my team because they said, it's just something about you. You're more passionate about it. I just feel better. I want to join you. That was their decision. They just didn't get the excitement and felt like she really cared about, you know what I mean? So be bold with your excitement. If you're excited to be a Plexus ambassador, if you're, say, Mama's going to have a brand new Lexus, then you own that and you go for that business because you know what your business is offering is changing lives. This is not products that will sit on shelves and waste people's money. You know what I mean? So 3-way calls are super important when somebody joins you, when you get a new customer. Get them on a 3-way call with your sponsor. Let them know how excited, because chances are they've heard your story a little bit, but then when they hear somebody else's story and they start to see, wow, this is like a community. I want to be a part of that. I desperately needed a community to be a part of, and I didn't even know it. So take advantage of all these resources. 3-way calls are definitely crucial. Anything else, Erin?
I would like to ask, unless they're not comfortable, I would like to ask Desiree and Brandy if they...
Destiny.
Destiny. Oh my gosh. Hi, Destiny. I'm so sorry. I love that name. I would like to ask y'all, have you decided to, have you been able to make a list of every single person that you know, or just everyone you know, work with, family, friends, neighbors, and have you decided how you're going to reach out and share your passion with them?
I haven't made a list of people. I just joined on Friday, so far I've just been posting several posts on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. Yep.
Because this is a relationship business, reaching out to those people personally will really make them feel like you care about their health.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
Especially your close friends and your family. And I mean, you guys see, you see the enthusiasm in Amelia, and you hear how her presentation is. I mean, she's like right on a professional for this. But for you, it's going to take, like I said, baby steps before. So just give yourself that opportunity. Like she said, understand the products, share them with the people what they've done for you, and somebody may be interested. And then once you get that person's interested, then just go right out. Would you like to do a 3-way call? What time? And then just get that set up, and then Amelia or Erin will be there and just to help explain more Plexus to your family or friends.
And another thing I just want to say that probably Amelia may have already covered. Let's say I call up my friend, my neighbor, whatever, and I just say, hey, I just started these products. It has done this for me, and I'm so excited. when can I share them with you? What's a good time? I never say, are you interested? Because frankly, if she would have said to me, Erin, are you interested? I would have said, no, because I didn't know anything about it.
Exactly.
I didn't know anything enough to say, sure, I'm interested. So I never ask someone if they're interested. I ask them, when is a good time for me to share these great product benefits and opportunity with them?
Exactly. And if you know someone specifically is struggling with something, I've targeted people a lot of times, but I know that they're not receptive to it. They don't see really what Plexus is about, but I share research and things to back up what I'm talking about and saying, you know, someone's struggling with psoriasis. I share that psoriasis is a gut-related issue and why this probiotic and an antifungal is important to that. Things like that, because you know, you're educating them. They're going to open their eyes a little bit more to it. But first and foremost, I want to say, and then I'm going to end this, is that do not get discouraged if somebody does not reply to you or somebody says, oh gosh, you're doing one of those pyramid scheme things. Really, you should laugh at that because those are illegal. And multi-level marketing is genius, and it's how you make money while you sleep, which that is the true gift in life. If you can make money while you sleep, Bill Gates says you have it figured out, honey. And we sure do. I'm telling you. So do not get ashamed or scared when people do not know what you have. You know what you have, and your energy is going to lead them. So if someone says, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, or oh, it's this, and you go, oh, okay, or whatever, they're going to feel like they won. You're not going to excite them anymore. You know what I mean? You just have to be confident and be bold. So that's all I'm going to say. And I want to know, Brandy and Destiny, I want to hear a little bit from you ladies. Do you have any questions? Did you hear something that piqued your interest that you maybe want to talk about more one-on-one?
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay. How about you, Destiny?
I can't think of anything at the moment, but it might come to me later.
Okay, fantastic.
We probably said a lot of things. I'm sorry.
Well, it'll be recorded. I try to squeeze a lot in there. They can always go back. But you ladies are doing great. You're really reaching out. You're talking a lot to me. You're wanting to share. You want to do it the right way. But I'm going to tell you this. It's called failing forward. Make mistakes. Who cares? I've made so many mistakes. They've taught me so much. If you want to learn about the products, you guys should get together and start teaching each other about the products. So Destiny, talk to Brandy tomorrow and be like, this is why our BioCleanse is so good. This is why it's better than a magnesium supplement. This is going to require you guys to do a little bit of homework. Study those cards that came in your success kit. Watch some YouTube videos, but teach each other why the triplex addresses blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. Because when you teach someone, you're going to know it that much better. So when somebody asks you and you need your 30-second elevator speech, you're going to be able to say, this is why Plexus is changing so many lives, because it addresses the cornerstones of health with blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. And when you address that, your immune system is strong and your body has the ability to heal. That's it. You're going to be able to spit it out just like that. So
I want to say one more thing that I just learned in a very recent manner. Guess what, guys?
What?
Network marketing is now being taught in universities under the marketing, sales, and entrepreneurship curriculum degree.
Fantastic. That might be my next Facebook post. Educate people, because they don't know what network marketing is.
You know that?
Get it.
Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, ladies, thanks so much for joining in. Michael, thank you so much for contributing so much. I loved it. And we will see you all tomorrow night, Opportunity Call. Michelle Thomas and her husband are hosting it. I've been requested to be on there for my quick little testimony, so I'm excited. Blast the link on your Facebook. Send it to people personally and be like, hey, I don't know if you know that I joined Plexus, but I would love for you to listen in if you have 25 minutes just to hear what it's about. Because I bet you they're going to hear something that they like, and they might call you and be your next team member or your next customer. So tomorrow night at 9, get excited.
Yeah. Good luck, girls.
Good luck. See you later.